Hey everyone, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a while since I filmed a new video. I've been basically playing ones that I had in editing, but this is officially the first time I get to talk to you guys since I've been to Denver Comic Con. Karen and I had a wonderful time at Denver Comic Con, and I got some content I'm going to bring to you in a separate video. I've always told everyone that our Comic-Con's been growing. It's not like what you see out there like San Diego Comic-Con or New York Comic-Con, like where these toy companies bring their prototypes and what they got going on that year and display them. I've always said that's always just vendors and comic book artists and some actors. Val Kilmer was there this time. I didn't meet him. It was a huge line. Lots of women who loved him back in the 80s. But anyway, we were walking and I turned the corner and boom, there is XM Studios. If you guys don't know what XM Studios is, they're basically like Sideshow and Prime One. And I had one of the coolest conversations with one of the guys. His name was Brian. I'll figure out his last name when I do the actual video, but we had such a good conversation. And I learned a lot about why XM is doing their samurai line and why they're this way and why their bases are so big. Just all these things I never would have imagined. All the licensing and things like that. But anyway, all that aside, we'll put that in a separate video. Today, I'm going to be opening straight from Dark Knight's Metal, the pages of Dark Knight's Metal. We have this Greg Capullo DC designer Batman. If you don't know what Dark Knight's Metal is, it is this awesome run of comics where basically they created their own book, Dark Knights. Guess that's what you could call it. You could see some of them like this flash we got right here. Dark Knight's Batman, the Red Death. They did a bunch of these. There's a couple of them. So we have basically a Batman for every member of the Justice League spun in a dark way. This was so cool because it ran across multiple comics. The original story is only 5 comics long, part 1 through 5. But the thing is with that, you almost, if you were to only read, like this is part 6, and this series had me chasing so many variant covers. There's so many cool variants out there. But literally there was part 1, here's part 5, non-foil. There's every one of them would come with a foil and this metal in it. Like this was metal 4, and then it goes on. So it started out with 2 books. Well, there were others leading up to it, but we had the casting, the forge, and then the casting. These were the prologue, basically, the prelude, whatever you'd like to say. These led to Dark Knight's Metal. This was my first copy I got of it. The only one in my comic store. I live in Colorado, so we go to the world's largest comic book store pretty often, Mile High Comics. But this was the first one I got, and then I got the other covers. And this Greg Capullo statue is actually from one of the variant covers. It's so sad because I have this awesome, let me grab it here, this awesome Dark Knight's Metal t-shirt that's straight from the statue's from. But for some reason, it's stitched weird or whatever it may be. It fits so weird that I can't wear it. I'm going to have Karen just chop it up and wear it as like one of those 80s workout shirts or something so she could wear it. We had matching ones too, and it's a bummer mine is such garbage. But anyway, what I was saying is Dark Knight's Metal was, the core story was 5 books, but then they had all these awesome books that were metal tie-ins, like this Batman Lost. There was a way that it ran. And actually, this shirt right here, you could see the tour, it started off with Dark Days, the Forge, Dark Days, the Casting, Dark Knight's Metal 1, Teen Titans number 12, Dark Knight's Metal number 2, Batman the Red Death, Nightwing number 29, Batman the Murder Machine, Suicide Squad, Batman the Dawnbreaker, Green Arrow, Dark Knight's Metal 3, Batman the Drowned 1, Batman the Merciless 1, The Flash, Batman the Devastator, Justice League, Batman Lost, Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps, The Batman Who Laughs, Justice League, Dark Knight's Metal 4, Hawkman Found #1, Dark Knight's Metal 5, and there's Dark Knight's Metal 6, but in between there, they had this really good book where actually, who was it that came back that, oh, I can't think of his name right now. It should just, oh yeah, Grant Morrison. Grant Morrison came and wrote this. This was like the last piece before Metal 6, and it was amazing. But anyway, that's what all these are. They're just the separate issues of Metal. And if you're worried, don't worry. They're starting to put these in trade paperbacks right now. And if you guys are Prime 1 fans, you might notice that Prime 1 did a 3D rendition, prototype, whatever, a 3D piece of art where they actually did this exact cover in a statue form, and we're supposed to hear about it sometime this year. In a lot of my older videos, you can hear me talking over and over again about how I wish there would be statues for each of the mixes. Like this Batman the Devastator, basically in the Dark Multiverse, there's one where Superman's just like, I've had it with you. And he chops off Bruce Wayne's arm with his laser vision, everything, and Batman's like, I didn't want to have to do this. And then he gasses himself with the Doomsday Serum and just becomes this monster Batman Doomsday. And he gasses everyone, basically, and there's just tons of Doomsdays. So in each of these dark worlds, like the Merciless, you got Batman killing Wonder Woman. The Drowned, you got a female Batman mixed with Aquaman. And I mean, you'll never see anything cooler than in the Red Death when Batman straps Flash to the front of his Batmobile and just takes him right through the Time Force, and they go through it together and they merge into one. Just really amazing stuff. But anyway, that's a little bit of backstory. Maybe you guys would like to go read it. I don't know. I think you definitely should. I thought Metal was amazing. There was a couple times where it brought tears to my eyes. It was very touching. I loved it. But anyway, with these DC designer statues, I was a little worried because I've been burnt by the DC Collectibles line a few times. If you guys remember the Batman vs. Superman statue, all kinds of issues. And then the Batman and Harley Quinn statue. Amazing concept, but the most issues I've ever seen. And a lot of people keep asking how that all went down. I decided to keep it. I'm going to do a tutorial on how to fix it. I haven't gotten around to fixing it yet, but I'm going to do it, and we're going to do a video about it. Anyway, though, you see this Dark Knight 3 Master Race Batman. This statue is absolutely beautiful, and it's basically the same thing. So that's where my hope came from. I also had seen one at Comic-Con. I had already owned it, and it was already sitting here, but someone had it open, and I was like, I didn't want to go up near it and take too good of a look because I wanted to pop it open right here. But I guess without further ado, let's dive right in. Alright guys, right here you can see the front of the box. We got the nice little rebirth symbol up top. Just side picture of him. And then back here you can see some more of the DC designer statues. The Greg Capullo, obviously. You got different ones. Actually, this Batman, this Mike Mignola, I have him sitting in my pile of loot. I cannot wait to get a hold of that one as well. There was a really cool black and white statue of this that was small. It's years old now. But this big one, these are really a nice size, to be honest. They're the perfect statues for the size and everything. It's really nice because their quality is there too. Like I was telling you guys, I'm always a little hesitant to buy these sort of more mainstream statues because they make 5,000 of them basically. So there's 5,000 of this statue, and that's always cause for worry because you don't know exactly how good the QC is going to be. The quality control. Let me go ahead and grab a pair of scissors. But if you guys have not read Metal, I highly suggest you do. I thought it was some of the most fun you could have, and right now, Metal actually kicked off this new Justice League. So, well, it kicked off No Justice and then Justice League. A whole thing that Scott Snyder has been one of the writers on, and Greg Capullo doing a lot of the artwork for it. Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo are basically a powerhouse team. They got some of the coolest stories out there. I mean, you guys probably, if you don't know who they are, you've definitely seen their work. All right. Oh, very cool. All right. All right, let's go ahead and check this base out. Oh, that is so cool. Look right here. You got, it's textured, basically. A little metal. Indented, a little carved, whatever you'd like to say with the little rebirth. I got number 1401. Not bad. Not that I know what that would mean otherwise. Never had number 1, and I've never had number 666. Definitely think those would be two cool ones to own. All right. Oh, man. Oh, look at how cool. The blood is definitely awesome. Look at him. That face, too. You can see. Look at the battle axes he's got. So cool. Look at all the blood going up him. You got the cape. Look at how you can see this two texture, the purple on the inside and the black, and it's all muddy and it's all scratched up. Got dirt all over it. Oh, that is so cool. Look at this rip up here. This is definitely worth it. I think he was only something like 120 bucks or something like that. Ah, and he's big. He's a good size. A very good size. Let's see if his foot goes right in. That Dark Knight Master Race Batman kind of had a little problem getting his foot in there. Right, got his foot in there the first time. It became much easier. But look at this. I mean, really sturdy on there. Solid standing. Ah, he is so cool. I mean, I love the vibrant colors we have on him. Definitely awesome. Very cool, guys. Geez, if you accidentally scratched this statue, you would probably be okay. You wouldn't even know. Let's get in there. Look at that. Very cool. I'm actually going to be opening the Metacom figure. I got him on sale at Big Bad Toy Stores. Really good sale. And the suits, this is very similar because he's the new 52, and I mean, we're in the same continuity, basically, almost. This comes right after with Rebirth. Oh, so cool. Dark Knight's Metal is opening a whole new world for the Justice League, and the way all these stories can go forward, it's awesome. And This statue definitely celebrates that. Definitely cool. Here we go together. Give you a little size comparison. I mean, Frank Miller's Batman's definitely beefier. This one's a little leaner. But I mean, their bases are basic. They're like the exact same size. Very cool. I know they actually produced a miniature one of this Batman. We'll see if they do a mini one for this. I'd love to have one on my desk at my office. I think that would be awesome. But very affordable. I mean, the quality is outstanding for what you're getting for the price. Let's go ahead and turn him around. You can see the backs of them. This Dark Knight Batman's cape is definitely cool. Look at how it just kind of wraps around up here, much like the old Dark Knight. Very cool. Quick profile of the two. If you wanted me to tell you how satisfied I am on a 1 out of 10, definitely 10. With both of these statues when I bought them. I 100% suggest this Batman. I think anyone who is interested will absolutely love him. He is very cool. Guys, this is going to be it for this video. Short and sweet. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for the comments and the love and the support everyone's been showing me. I love it. You guys just keep writing me. Keep letting me know. If you want to find me on Instagram, I'm starting to get really active over there. I'll be on Facebook eventually here soon. But you can find me on Instagram. Either just search my name, Jesse Lorianti, or look me up as Wind, W-I-N-D 720. Find me over there, guys. Contact me. I'll follow you back. Let's go on this journey together as collectors. But you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave me a like and a subscribe, and you know it, keep buying toys. Ha ha ha!